We're back, people, and today we're breaking down film on RJ Harvey UCF running back for the 2025 NFL Draft. I think definitely like in that tier 2 backs in this class, he's one of my favorites for sure. Really like his skill set. I think he's really well rounded from like an athletic standpoint. Like he's got good burst, speed. He tested well. I think he's got great lateral quickness cuts. I think from like a mental standpoint, he's got good vision. He sees the field well, just like good processor. Knows how to like set up, by pressing and cutting to the outside, manipulating second level defenders. We'll break down some of that. And I also think, he's not the biggest guy. He's like 5'9", 208. So he's got, on the shorter side, but it has some bulk to him. I don't think that's a bad thing either. That can be like, shows like the low center of gravity. Like he'll break tackles, has good play strength, contact balance. So like he has that physical side to his game as well. So like pretty well-rounded overall. And then like, he does come from a weird scheme. They would do like the slow mesh stuff. So he was like forced to be super patient because they would really slow play a lot of his action in the backfield, which hurt him at times. And I think there's times where he can maybe prepare to take on contact a little bit better, just on like a consistent basis to break tackles. But he clearly has the physical capability because there's reps of him just like absolutely bullying and running people over. I think he just needs to do a better job with like how he positions his body at the point of attack. But like does a good job overall with a lot of this stuff. This is one of my favorite runs. Like look at this jump cut right here. So he presses up to the line slowly, does a good job on like inside zone and duo, those types of concepts. Very comfortable. He's patient, he's square. He always is staying square, which gives him good ability to make these lateral cuts. And then look at him just cut and get to this hole, vision to find it, and then have the flexibility in the lower half to do that, and then the ability to make a move at the second level to make someone miss, and then the burst to pull away. He does get caught at the end, but he has enough long speed. Like he ended up getting like a 4, like he was like low 4.4s at the combine, which I think maybe was a little faster than I expecting, but I did expect him to run in the 4.4s. Because he's not the biggest burner, but he's definitely fast enough. I think so. More so, the burst is what's important when it comes to running back play, anyways. Here's a good job, just like bouncing and cutting. Like here, the slow mesh, which is absolutely miserable sometimes. Like it just allows people to get in positions. But like even with the slow mesh, look at this guy, gets across the tight end's face, disrupts in the backfield. This is where you got to be a creator. Just boom, one step and gone. Quick lateral cut, then press up onto this block to get this guy to suck down far enough, and then bounce to the outside, have enough burst and speed to get out there and pick up like a nice gain on a play that potentially and probably should have been a negative play for the team. So that's always huge when you have a running back that can do that stuff. Here's an example of just like understanding how to press and cut. A lot of guys right here would get this ball, and once they get this ball, they would instantly try to hit this hole. But these holes can close fast. Like this guy has the leverage to get there. This safety can fill up, and then this defender always has the ability to potentially peel off and make a play. So I actually like this play to be patient, press up into this, now get everyone to commit down. This guy steps down more, this guy commits hard, and now you can press and cut to the outside and gain extra yards than you probably would have just from hitting instantly up the middle. That's why, patience and the ability to see the big picture, is sometimes a bigger thing with these running backs. And I think Harvey sort of has that sort of ability in his bag. Another good one, patience, allow the hole to develop. He's, staying square, shuffling with his feet, and then he sees the hole, gets skinny through the hole, bursts through, and then show some power. Look at him, just this safety just bounces off of him. Just boom, he has that lower body strength for sure to just bounce off that tackle. That's where like I think the physical stuff comes from, because I think he can prepare his body to like sometimes he's a little out of control at the point of attack when he's about to meet someone, and I think that here he's able to actually drop his shoulder and do that stuff, but he can do a better job of that consistently, because he clearly has the physical capability to do those types of things. But just look at the vision to just find these holes, them trying to work this draw concept. He just is being patient. He's scanning the field, is able to find this cutback lane all the way over here and have the athletic ability to also get there and burst through the hole. Also, I think he does a good job with his lower body is got the nice flexibility, fluidity. He's able to change directions up pretty nicely. Love that. Definitely a key part of the game. And like here's another example of just finding the lanes, man. On these zone concepts here, he's got the zone with the sift tight end working back, potential to hit up through here, but this guy's left unblocked and he's already Just lower body, little wasted movement, makes the cut to get out to space very, very quickly, and has the burst in speed to get into the end zone when he gets that space to work with. Just finding it very, very fast. That's, a good thing. I think, he's a quick processor. Here's another example of him pressing and cutting up the middle on, these inside zones. They're working this combo. Press up into it and then cut to the outside. Nice lateral cut. Very, very good work here. Because once he presses up into this guy's going to fill in here. This DB commits to the inside, and now once he's able to commit him to the inside, he hits that cut to get that outside bounce on the play, and he's able to then pick up extra yards on that. So good work there from Harvey. Run up the middle, just instantly recognizes it. He's working off 97 here. He's reading this defensive lineman. Once he sees him peek to the inside, he sticks that foot on the ground, cuts the space, and then has some ability right there. One, nice to see him, make a guy miss, be elusive. And then look at this. Look at the contact balance and play strength. The fact that he's able to stay on his feet here is just so impressive. That's where that low center of gravity can definitely come into play. Here's some gap scheme, just, working, following the pullers. This is an example of where, I don't think he takes on, he kind of plays with, high pad level. Look how he meets, he breaks his tackle, which is impressive. But I still feel like he didn't take on the defender with the best, he didn't lower his shoulder into him. The guy just kind of came in with some poor technique. So I do still feel like he can brace for contact a little bit better with how he's running and how he positions himself and his body. But he still has the ability to still break those tackles even when he doesn't do that, which is nice. As a receiver, didn't get a ton of receiver work, but here, catching the rail route, catching with his hands, making a big play down the field in the pass game. Always nice to see that, and then has the speed to pull away. And this is versus Colorado. Here's Travis Hunter's trying to chase him down and isn't quite able to do it before he can get into the end zone. So really, really nice seeing that. Definitely a guy you can see as a check down option and can get to work because he's got that lateral quickness. Good anticipation here too, because look at him anticipate to make this first guy miss. He's already shifting his momentum as he's catching the ball to make that first guy miss, run through that arm tackle, get upfield, stay on his feet. Look at the impressive body control here and balance when you're in this position to stay up and quickly stay up too, because he quickly gets back to his feet in position to make a guy miss, fall forward. Very, very impressed with that type of work. Love seeing that part of the game from Harvey. They're running some, zone read mesh. He takes the ball. He's already ready to make that cutback lane, run through that tackle, get upfield, just seeing him pick up extra yards. And then look at this. Just burst through the hole, make a guy miss, spin out of it. You can just be creative, man. One, he just sees it fast. He gets through it. I think that slow mesh allows him to process, but it's just such a weird concept that these guys do at UCF. Spin out of it and then just make a nice play down the field. Love seeing that out of Harvey. Just a big fan of his game. And here's him having it, the big hitter. Nothing too crazy up front. They have a light box. And he just has this one, you could see 13 doesn't take a good angle, and he can make you pay. If you don't take good angles, he can make you pay with the speed. And he converts that into a long touchdown run. And that's kind of the last play that I wanted to show. So RJ Harvey, definitely a fan of his game. I probably am going to have him ranked around that RB6 type of range. I think he's a day 2 running back. Definitely a guy that can, I think, be a starter. He'll probably be a part of a committee, probably a 1B type of running back early on in his career. But I could see, in the right situation, him taking over and being a very solid starter in the league. I think he's got the full complementary skill set that you need. So if you guys are doing that, come subscribe to the